so I am 4 months pregnant today, which is super awesome. 16 weeks, yay. I'm just really excited. So, I'm trying to figure out, okay, I'm mixing up what happened last week and this week. So, not a lot of symptoms this week. Really, I felt like fantastic. Like, honestly, physically, I feel fantastic. Haven't really even had any more round ligament pain this week or anything. So the only thing I've had this week that was weird is I had this weird, I guess it had to be some sort of weird like nerve thing or something. But this week I was just sitting doing something and I kind of bent over and I felt higher than where the baby is. So it was not the baby. There's just no way it was the baby. I felt this like boom, and I was like, whoa, like so much that I went, whoa. And Kyle was like, what? And I was like, I don't know. I just felt like a phantom kick or something weird. It was so weird. It had to have been like a nerve, like jumping, you know, or something. But it, it felt so much like a baby kick, but a baby kick when you're like 6 months pregnant. And like I said, it wasn't even in the position where the baby is, so there's no way, but it was so weird. I was like, that was the weirdest thing ever. But it did make me really excited. I was like, man, when are the real baby kicks gonna happen? Okay, so I don't think I talked about the garage sale or any of that, but we were able to sell Sophie's old crib. Now, if you remember, I had said that we had Sophie's crib. It was still in great shape, but for aesthetic reasons, I wanted a white crib. However, I'm cheap, and I'm not willing to just get rid of our crib or whatever and buy a white crib. And we really didn't want to have to paint it, sand it, because you have to sand every little like slate. And we talked to some people at Home Depot, and then we also researched online. And it's not just a matter of buying like the specialty non-toxic, specific paint and all that things. You have to also buy a specialty sealant to put on top of that non-toxic paint, or you're supposed to. Apparently, I was reading online, a lot of people skip that step, but even the non-toxic wood and everything, it can chip, and you really are supposed to seal it. But they just said a lot of people just not do that, but I was like, no, we should seal it. So anyway, so you have to do all that, and you have to sand every little slate and every little like slate of the crib, and we were just like, man, it's just not our idea of like a good time. We're just not like that kind of crafty people. And so we decided, we were like, if we can sell the crib for, where we only are out about $30 from the white crib I picked out, which is about the paint supplies and all this stuff, then we will sell it and get the white crib. And if we can't, sell the crib for like a decent amount, then oh well, we'll just keep the crib. It's not like it's the end of the world. Or he'd even just go ahead and paint it and just deal with the hassle of painting it. However, we didn't have to because we sold it, so it was awesome. We were actually able to sell it. We had a community garage sale, and we put the stuff out to sell, and I had the instructions, and I had all the tiny screws and even the tools that it came with, and I had them all in a baggie, and I kept everything. So it was a really good deal. And there are people who live in our neighborhood, and they weren't even looking at garage sales, and they were driving by, and the wife's expecting, and she wants like a cherry wood crib. That's what she wants. So she saw it, and she was like, oh, and she made her husband stop, and they went and looked at it, and they were just like, awesome. And the husband was really excited because he said it was literally like half the price of the crib they were going to go buy next week. Like the next week they were already planning on buying a crib that they picked out. So it just worked out really well, and they made us a great offer, and we were just like really happy. And so we were able to sell it in the dresser. We sold it as a set, and it was great. We were like, this is fantastic. So Kyle was really excited because that means he doesn't have to paint. And I was really excited because I got my white, now I can get my white crib. Other than that, like I actually, for those of you who've been with me a while, with Grayson, I did this like show called Operation Get Ready for Baby, and it was just like a series of the things we were doing in preparation of the baby. Like we did it like the crown molding and all that in Grayson's room we did ourselves, and anyway, it covered all that. So I started doing that again with this baby, and I actually started filming it before we were even pregnant. I filmed it whenever, this used to be Sophie's nursery, now it's our office. Well, right now it actually looks really disheveled because we had moved out the crib and the dresser and blah. Anyway, but this is our office and slash like guest room, whatever. And anyway, I filmed all when we were doing that, and so I already have an episode of that done, so I'll start airing those like episodes. And so anyway, so that'll be fun. A little like, it kind of annoys me because I'm a little bit, I guess, on the edge about weight gain with this pregnancy. Like it's annoying because I think about it a lot more than I want to. And it's like, it's not like it's ruining the pregnancy for me, but it kind of is, because it's just like this weight on my shoulders. And I think that it's because I feel a lot of pressure from like the negative Nancys in the community. Like the people who are like, you're fat, and like those like type of jerky people. And so I think that it's just like, it like weighs on me, you know what I mean? And so I was like kind of giving myself this pep talk. I was like, you're eating a lot better, you drink a lot more water, you're taking the vitamins you're supposed to take. I go to the gym. I go to the gym at night a lot when I'm tired and I don't want to go. And I've only gained 1.5 pounds so far. So I was like giving myself a pep talk about like, you know, it's okay, and don't let it like ruin the pregnancy or whatever. So that's like just like something like an internal issue that I've been dealing with. And other than that, the other thing is so I've been trying to decide what I want to do about the gender reveal. So I told you guys I kind of wanted to have a party, but I wanted it to be like a social party with like my adult friends, you know? So I didn't know how to handle that. I was like, how do I handle that? And I kind of wanted my kids to be there. And this is gonna sound rude, like it's not really that I wanted them to be there, because it's like I love them, but I kind of wanted like an adult party, like even for me, like I wanted Kyle and I and our family to be able to focus on the party without having to basically like, you know, watch the kids. The only reason I wanted my kids there is it's because it's their brother or sister, so I felt like they should be there to find out. So I was like going back and forth. I was like, how do I want to do this? And something just wasn't right. Like I really felt like I wanted to reveal the gender in a different way than we've done in the past, but I couldn't figure out exactly like what I wanted. So I think I finally figured it out. I think what I want to do is just have my family. Like just like our, you know, immediate family. I think I just want to do that. I just want to get us all together, like the family, and do it that way. And so that's what I think I want to do. Because I didn't want it to turn into like some shower type thing, or I don't even know how to describe it, but I really wanted to have like a fun gender reveal party. So anyway, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I just want to make it with family, just my family, just like, you know, my mom, my dad, and Kyle's parents, and my sisters, and you know, I want it to be like that. I think that's what I want. I think like that's what I want in my heart, and I just didn't know kind of how to go about doing that. But now that I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't like figure out what I wanted, but now I have. And I gotta go and talk to my my mother-in-law, my mom, and my sister-in-law about it, because they were really excited. They were like, oh, we'll plan a gender reveal party. Now I'm gonna have to tell them like, you can still plan a gender reveal party, but I just want it to be the family. Now the next thing is like, I'm trying to decide, do I want to find out at the same moment as the family, like have the ultrasound tech not let us see and we find out at the same time as the family, or do I just want to find out right there in that moment with Kyle, like him and I, like we found out with the other two, because those are really memorable moments. I remember those moments so well. It was like, it was just really exciting to find out like that as well. Like, so part of me is like, it's kind of nice to just find out and the two of us know for just a little while. It's just the two of us who know, and the tech, obviously, my midwife. But that, you know, just the two of us have this little secret about what our little bundle of joy is. But on the other hand, how cool would it be to not have any clue and to get to cut into a cake or release balloons or do whatever we do with all the family and get that excitement and have them there immediately to share it with. So I'm not sure. I gotta figure that out. So up until now, like the pregnancy's been kind of a blur. Like I've been really excited, and then we had that big emotional thing with my brother-in-law, and it's just been crazy. And I was, you know, I'm so excited for the baby, but it's like I haven't had a chance to sit down and be like, really start thinking about the life that is inside of my tummy, and this, you can tell I'm talking to the kids, the life that's inside of my tummy, but the baby inside, and lately I've just really been thinking about this baby, and it's just, I'm just getting really excited. Like, I'm like, there's a baby, and like the stuff the kids are doing, I'll be like, oh my gosh, and they'll just be doing something and it just makes me laugh, or they'll do something and we'll have a crazy day. Like today we had a crazy day. The reason my hair looks like this is because we got caught in the rain. And it's like it was like one of those days where you could have been like, oh, this day was awful and this and this and this went wrong. But instead I found myself just relishing the moment and like laughing about it. And I don't know, I'm getting really excited about the baby. You know what I mean? Like, it's finally sinking in. There is a baby in there. There's going to be another little, Hale running around, and it's just really exciting. It's a wonderful thing. So, let me show you guys the belly. So maybe to all my TTC friends out there, and congrats to those of you who've gotten your DFP. I'll talk to you next week. 17 weeks, getting closer. Now we just have to count down the days. Counting down the days until that ultrasound. I'm so excited. Alright, bye guys.